much. We're practically there. Hi, Norby. Hi, Spirit. How are you doing? Congrats on getting first. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well. So today was the Summer Games Fest stream was today. Hi Bartholomew, how you doing, sir? Good to see you. Hope you've been well. Hope you had a good week. We're at the weekend. Yeah, the Summer Games Fest was today. They are making a Black Flag remake. I think it was a pretty good show this year. I think. Oh, that's sweet. But yeah, I had a good time watching it this year. I think it was pretty good. It was like bam 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 bam, thing after thing after thing. There wasn't a ton of like. I think the most advertisement-y part of it was probably the Fortnite bit and the things advertising the Switch 2 and indie games coming or games coming to the Switch too. I think it was a pretty good show this year. Not a lot of it was like had me like pogging at the screen or anything or like oh. The Cuphead thing bit was really cool. Fortnite Live event, it feels off. Maybe I don't know. I haven't played Fortnite in like 4 years. It's been quite a while. No, maybe 2. I don't know. I haven't played it in a long time. That was it's really funny that Ben Starwood it got up on stage for Fortnite. That was great. That was great. But yeah, I think it was a pretty good show this year. Ending with the Final Fantasy, excuse me, game was a good end. I think that was a good game to end the show on. King won, but he still died. Oh. Yeah, there just wasn't a ton in the show that I was like, oh, I'm excited to play that. It was all cool stuff. I think it was all pretty neat. But the games I was excited for this year are already out. So, I suppose anything else this year is a bonus. Monster Hunter Stories 3 is already here. We're playing it. Right, we'll be playing it tomorrow. And the new Coffee Talk game came out a couple weeks ago. We'll get to that eventually, for sure. We haven't played a visual novel on stream in a long time. I think since we, I guess, the Digimon Cyber Sleuth games are like half RPG and half visual novel. There's a lot of reading in that game, in those games. But like the last like visual novel I played was probably Valhalla or maybe Ghostpia. I had thought we finished Ghostpia on stream, but we never played through chapter 5, so I guess technically it's Ghostpia. If you like visual novels, look into Ghostpia. I don't play enough visual novels to know when something's like really good, but I know I had a great time with Ghostpia. It has immaculate vibes and atmosphere, in my opinion. and the art's really good. Um, yeah, Ghost Pia is really good. If you like visual novels, go play Ghost Pia. Ghost PIA, like Ghost Utopia. I think that they're mashing those two words together. I think. It's really good. It's really good. It deserves way more attention than it's ever gotten. It came out like 3 years ago, 2 years ago. Um, it's really cool. It was a very good experience. Very fun story. But yeah, we haven't played a visual novel in a while. um, and they're working on another Valhalla game, and the next one's called Nirvana. I don't know if it's a visual. I think it's a visual novel. It's on my wish list. um, I'm excited for that whenever that happens. But yeah, most of the games I was excited for are here. um, like uh, Digimon Story Time Stranger came out in like what, March, February, January, something like that. Um, I didn't buy it because it was like $70, and then there was like a season pass thing for more future content. And if you wanted that, it was like $100 or like 120, something ridiculous. So I'm just waiting for all of that to come out, and when we have like a big hole in the schedule in our game, when we clear a big thing off our the streaming stream game plate, we can put Time Stranger on there. But like, uh, or did Time Stranger come out in December? I don't remember. Um, but I probably maybe would have played it immediately. But we had just finished. I just finished Hacker's Memory, which is a Digimon game, and after, of course, finishing the first Cyber Sleuth game, um, and I think Hacker's Memory is better. I had more fun with Hacker's Memory, probably because I actually kind of had a grasp on the game mechanics and systems more so than I did in my time with the first Cyber Sleuth game. Like looking back at it, the team we finished Cyber Sleuth with, like our team of 6 Digimon or 9 or whatever it was, um, nearly not as our team then was not nearly as cohesive or like meta as our Hacker's Memory team, which I think makes sense. It makes sense to me because I was still figuring out those systems on how to get specific evolutions and which ones are good, and optimizations for like team synergies and things. Like in the first Cyber Sleuth game, we kind of just chased Digimon I wanted. Like we spent like a lot of playtime trying to get uh um Lady Devamon and Angelomon, and then get their fusion Digi-evolution into Mastamon, which was worth it. Mastamon is very cool, and then trying to get both Sistermon's awakened forms, that took like the whole game to get them to the point where we could digivolve them into their awakened forms, which was worth it. Like it was definitely worth the effort at the time. Um, Very cool. Sistermon Blanc, her awakened form has she has 2 ult attacks. One is a giant laser that she shoots from her staff, and the other she puts up a shield on her and both teammates on the field to protect them against any attack till their next turn, which was very useful. That helped a lot. Um, and I genuinely think I struggled more with like fights in Cyber Sleuth than in Hacker's Memory, at least um, mid to late game. Early game we still struggled a bit. Didn't Hacker's Memory early game felt like there wasn't any good spot to like grind XP in for a long time, for like 20 hours. It genuinely did not feel like there was any good spots to grind in Hacker's Memory. So I always felt like I was like behind. Um, and then we got our team rolling, and then we just kind of steamrolled the end of the game in Hacker's Memory, um, which was very fulfilling. It was great. Um, and then when we finished the game, or like I think, or got towards the end of Hacker's Memory, when we were doing the post game, there was more post game in Cyber Sleuth than there was Hacker's Memory. Not that there was a ton in either game. Um, End game content, as in like quests and fights. Um, the end game in something like Cyber Sleuth and Hacker's Memory and other creature collector RPGs is, of course, collecting all the little creatures in the game, filling out uh, your Pokedex or whatever you want to call it. That's usually the end game in these types of games, and then they might have like I know Beastie Ball has it. There's a tower, or like an endless fight mode, right, or a dungeon. The the Cyber Sleuth games didn't really have that. If they did, I guess I chose not to interact with that. Um, but Cyber Sleuth had like and post game fights with the knights, um, and things, and to wrap up some character stuff. Um, and then Hacker's Memory just kind of ended. It was a good ending. I think both games ended in a very satisfactory way. Um, Hi, Gunther. Um, and there was a there was some point in our progress through Hacker's Memory where the game was like, "Hey, now you can, excuse me, you can now transfer Digimon from Cyber Sleuth to Hacker's Memory." And I remember looking at our original team from Cyber Sleuth, and I was like, the only ones worth bringing are the Sistermons and Mastamon. The other ones are not. They're either not worth it, or that, yeah. So in the first cyber, I really concentrated my effort in grinding, in like into like, I guess, 3 Digimon. And the rest of the team were just mostly evolutions that we could get normally without having to do a bunch of grinding for um like Lady Defamon to get her ABI high enough. I remember it might have been Hacker's Memory, but there was a point in one of the games, it was probably maybe both, where I did grinding off stream, just so I didn't have to do it on stream to get API high enough. It was I did grinding in the city council building. Um, which one was that? I don't remember. No worries, Gunther. No worries. I had to call stream really early yesterday. I ended it at the hour and 15-minute mark. We started Sunbreak, the Sunbreak DLC in Rise, and did like one hunt, and then I did a bunch of reading and tutorial stuff. And then we started a quest with Eri, and I got going, and then I was sitting here playing Monster Hunter, and then I heard this tapping sound, like tap, 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 and I'm like, what is that? Is there like a bug behind my installation or whatever again? And I turn my head, and there's water dripping from the top of my bookshelf. And I'm like, what? What's going on here? So I get up, I mute the microphone, and I go and I'm like, is it raining? I run upstairs like, is it raining? The water's getting in through my window. It was the sprinklers. My dad had moved them this summer to get some more of the grass in the corner of the yard, and the sprinkler was spraying the wall, and the water was seeping in uh, between the top of the foundation and the base of the like wood frame of the house, and it was seeping in and then dripping down my window frame. Uh, so, um, I was not happy because I was like, great. There's magic cards on the top of my bookshelf in cardboard boxes. They're probably gone, you know. Um, So I give her shoes on, and I'm like, okay, I have to end stream. And then we raided Sucrose, and then I started cleaning, getting stuff off the shelves to like wipe the shelves down and to assess what was need to be thrown away or whatever, right? Um, all the cards that I care about are okay. Thankfully, um, if I didn't notice it at all, I probably would have lost like all of my Digimon cards, or a big chunk of my Digimon cards. But they're okay. There's a handful with the hand soggy corners, but it's not nothing noticeable if they're in the sleeve or anything. So, and most of those were foil, so there was like this. I don't know. There's something about Digimon cards, I guess, that feel very sturdy, more so than a Magic card or a Pokemon card. Anyway, they're okay. Um, the water didn't drip directly on top of them. They were all in the original booster boxes. I just put the cards in there, and it kind of dripped on the corners of the booster boxes, so they absorbed most of the water. Um, and I had put a pillow in my windowsill as a quote unquote temporary curtain, and the pillow soaked up a ton of the water and kind of directed it from getting any further to the right, which would have ruined a board game and some other stuff that was on top of my shelf. So, um, thank goodness for that pillow. It's in the garbage now. It was gross. Anyway, anyway, my magic cards are okay. Digimon cards are mostly okay. Um, I had some deck boxes in like cardboard magic deck boxes from like the Planeswalker decks, and a Digimon starter deck in a Dragon Shield box. The Dragon Shield box is thankfully completely untouched for the most part. Um, but all of those cards were in sleeves, so they're okay. And then they had some commander decks on a lower shelf that water dripped onto them, but it didn't get inside the box. Those are all plastic boxes. They're okay. They are also in sleeves. Thank goodness. um, the worst of it, like nothing I was able to save. I did have my copy of the Boss Monster card game, um, which is like a multiplayer deck building thing. Um, is was in its cardboard box right under the pillow, but all of the cards are in like a plastic shell inside the cardboard box. So those are all okay. Somehow, those all made it out okay. So I still have Boss Monster. Um, um, and yeah, so it could have been a lot worse. If that pillow wasn't there, it would have been a lot worse. The worst of it was some of my books got wet. My copy of The Flood the Halo novel got pretty wet. Uh, the Pillars of Eternity, which is a novel I got from my grandpa that I haven't even read. I don't know what it's about. Got wet. Um, and a Star Wars novel I got from my friend is wet. Um, and my Halo graphic novel got dripped on. Um, ironic, yeah. And then one of my dinosaur encyclopedias, water dripped on the directly onto the spine. Thankfully, the water didn't seep very deep, so it's just like the top of the spine is all bulged out. Um, but that was the worst of it. And then, um, yeah, so I got lucky. I got lucky, and it got me to clean up my shelves, get rid of stuff I didn't need anymore. Um, but yeah, that's so I had to end stream like an hour early last night because of that. So my dad moved the sprinkler, so it'll now spray further down and not directly above my window. So we'll see if water still gets in, but somewhere else and not on my stuff. I hope, but we'll see. We'll see. Yes, my magic cards are okay. They're all right. My Digimon cards uh, were worse off, but only like a handful of them, like maybe 10 on the bottom of the stacks of them uh, got wet. And it was mostly just the corner of most of them got wet. None of them, none of those. Yes, my my dad moved the sprinkler. Um, None of those are destroyed or anything. I did lose some weird and wild creatures cards, but that's fine. That's fine. And they had the tiny decks of magic cards from that line of toys. It's like this is the world's smallest, right? They did a couple Magic the Gathering dual decks, then very tiny. Those all got ruined. But Magic cards are okay. Digimon cards are okay. I'm okay. It could have been a ton, like, it could have been so much worse. So much worse than it ended up being. Um, I have this DK book, or whatever the brand's called. Um, I think it's DK or it's an eyewitness book, maybe. I don't know. It's a dinosaur book that I've had since preschool. um, I remember the day I got it. Not the exact date, but I remember my mom was picked me up from preschool and was driving us home, and she's like, "Oh, look under the blanket in the back seat, and there's this big uh, DK dinosaur book." Um, I've had that with me forever. Um, if that got ruined, I probably would. I probably would have at least slapped my dad if that happened. Oh my goodness. Um, I'm glad that book's okay. Um, Holy smokes, that book's fine. The pillow saved a lot of that stuff by absorbing the water and like moving it over like 5 inches as it dripped from the pillow. Um, but yeah, it could have been a complete disaster. But we're all right. We're all right. We're okay. Everything's okay. It took me a couple, like 3 hours to like clean up and then wipe up all the water and stuff. Um, but yeah, I'm sorry, Katie. Yapping. How are you doing, Katie? Hope you're doing well, sweetheart. Good to see you. Let's get you a good girl. I am very full of food. Me and my mom went out for burgers today, and I haven't had fast food in a while, and it was a very large burger. So I am full of burger, fries, and root beer. So apologies if like I sound out of breath. It's because my tummy is very full. Okay. Anyway, and the books they're not like completely soaked. There's like the corner of the book or something like that. So yes, because this is not the first time my room has been has had a ton of water in it. There was a time like 4 years ago where my dad left the hose on outside, left the faucet on, and water seeped in through the crack in the foundation, but the gap between the wall and the floor. In it, like there was like at least ankle deep water in my room. Thankfully, my room is not flat, so it was kind of at an angle. I got out of bed that night, swung my feet over to go to the bathroom, and my feet went pshoosh. And I'm like, okay, I'm too tired to deal with this. So I went into the bathroom and just got back in bed. And then by the time I woke up, all the water had seeped back into the seeped out of the house, out of my room and into the soil again. So I didn't even need to use the shop vac. But it took all day to like clean stuff up. I had a bunch of stuff in cardboard boxes under my bed. Thankfully, my PC, I don't think I had my PC then. I think I was still using the laptop, but it was at this outlet to my right instead of the one on the wall. So there was no like, I did not die of electrocution, thankfully, when I got out of bed to pee. Okay, sorry. Anyway, so that yesterday kind of dredged up some, I guess maybe trauma. I don't know. Anyway, I was very anxious that I was going to lose a bunch of stuff, but we're okay. Just some soggy books. Thankfully. Oops, sorry. I don't know what that was. Hopefully I wasn't too loud. All right. I'm sorry, Katie. Are you still here, sweetheart? I'm so sorry. Oh, it's been 8 minutes. Okay. Not the longest I've been distracted. Not the longest. Katie, thank you for being here. Thank you for lurking and chatting and spending time with us on the streams. Thank you, Katie. You've worked very, very hard this week. And I'm very, very proud of you. You're a very, Really good anime you watched a few days ago. Oof. Oof. I hope you recover soon, Esther. Good girl, Katie. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being who you are and doing what you do. I think it makes the world a better place, in my humble opinion, anyway. Very, very good girl, Katie. Good girl, good girl, good girl, good girl, good girl. What anime was it, Esther? Good girl, Katie. Good girl. You're a very, very good girl. Good girl, Katie. Good girl. Oh, look at you. Such a good girl. Yes, you are. Yes, you are such a good girl. Good girl, Katie. Good girl. Oh, look at you. Such a good girl. Yes, you are. Yes, you are such a good girl. Good girl, Katie. Good girl. 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 Good girl, Katie. Good girl. You're such a good girl. Yes, you are. Yes, you are such a good girl. Good girl, Katie. Good girl. Good girl, Katie. Good girl. 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 Mwah. Mwah. Excuse me, burp. Sorry. Thank you for the redeem, Katie. Thank you, thank you, thank you for being so patient with me, sweetheart. Hiccup. Ugh. I appreciate it. Thank you, Katie. I hope you get some good rest and have a good weekend. Summer Pockets? I don't know if I've heard of that one. I've definitely watched Angel Beats. I watched it at least twice. The first time I watched Angel Beats, I bawled. I probably watched it around 2020. During the pandemic, I decided I wanted to watch anime, watch more anime, like get into it. And I tried to do that through Hulu, but I just and it didn't work. And I was like, I need a anime like a um service dedicated to streaming anime. And I did the research. At the time, it was only Crunchyroll and Funimation. And at the time, you could watch on both for free. You could make a free account and watch a selection of either's library. But at the time, Funimation did more dubs than Crunchyroll did, and at the time, I could not keep up with subtitles. I didn't feel like I could anyway, or like absorb what was happening via watching with subtitles. So I went with Funimation. I watched on Funimation for free for like a month, couple weeks. Um, and Funimation lets you watch their older stuff, but if it was like recent from like maybe within like a year, I don't remember, worth of seasons, um, you could only watch like the first 3 episodes. Like I remember around that time, I believe Helpful Fox Senko-san was new, and I only was only able to watch the first 3 episodes of Senko-san. So I just used it for free for a while, and then the ads, like, there were too many companies, I guess, advertising on Funimation. There, most of the ad breaks, almost all of them were ads for like Funimation itself, and I'd probably like car dealerships or insurance, probably. I don't remember exactly, but probably cars. And I guess around that time, this was around the time that the DC Fandom event was going to happen. So I would get the ad break during an episode or before an episode or whatever, and it would be like, here's Funimation stuff, and then it would be the Fandom ad like 3 times in a row, and that literally like wore me down so quickly. I was like, I don't care about this stupid DC Fandom event, and so I subscribed to Funimation, and then um, I started using Crunchyroll for free. Made a free account on Crunchyroll um, to watch their stuff, and eventually I subscribed to both, um, because I think Crunchyroll made it so like if you were using Crunchyroll for free, you couldn't watch the new stuff at all. I don't remember, or I just got tired and didn't want to wait another week to watch a 2 week old episode. I don't remember. Anyway, I was subscribed to both for a while, and then they bought the Crunchyroll and Funimation merged, and then Crunchyroll ate Funimation for some reason. Even though they bought Crunchyroll. Um, so yeah. Anyway, when I was watching on Funimation, I watched Angel Beats, and I think I watched Angel Beats after I watched Rascal Does Not Dream of Bunny Girl Senpai, and that made me ugly cry. Like when I had this ambition to get into anime or watch more, I was like, I'm gonna find all these cool fighting animes. It's gonna be great. And then I watched Rascal Does Not Dream of Bunny Girl Senpai, and I bawled, and I was like, I need to find more of this. So I still like action anime, but it is uh, a much smaller portion of my anime diet. Much smaller portion of my anime diet. Um, anyway, I watched Angel Beats. It made me cry, like ugly cry. Um, that was around the time I had my first like uh kidney stone episode that I had to go to the urgent care for. Because I remember laying on the hospital bed, and like telling my dad about Angel Beats. I have a very vivid memory of that. Um, and then I rewatched it like 3 years ago with my partner, and I didn't cry at all when on a rewatch of Angel Beats. Um, um, but I think Angel Beats is still very good. Um, but you have to watch it between like the ages of 15 and 20. That's when you need to watch Angel Beats. That's when it will hit you the hardest, I think, um, for sure. Will still make you cry. I think I probably teared up at the baseball scene when he's talking to her. Like I would have hit the baseball through your hospital room's window or something, and then we would have met through that. That probably got me to cry again. But like the ending, my eyes probably watered, but I did not ugly cry again. Yeah, what's a year? Hi James, how you doing, sweetheart? I don't think it's been a year. I don't think so. No, you were last here on April Fools. Uh, that's uh, that's not too long. But yeah, the Angel Beats I think was not as good as I remembered it on a rewatch. Not to say it's bad. Um, it's probably I probably can't say it's my favorite anime anymore. It's in my at least top 10, for sure. Not that I could, like, off the top of my head give you my top 10. I'd have to like sit down and write out a list. Um, and there's a pretty probably decent chance there's a recency bias there, because a lot of stuff I've watched I don't remember at all, and then I'll be like, oh yeah, I watched that in like June of 2022. So like a lot of the seasonal stuff that I've been watching every year, or as I've kept up with seasonal stuff, a lot of that I completely forget about. um like um Super Cub. I think it's called Super Cub. Yeah, it's called Super Cub. It's Super Cub's really good, and I completely forgot about it. I think it was one of the last ones, seasonal animes, uh, before Funimation and Crunchyroll merged. Um, but it's really good. Super Cub's really good. It's just a really sweet slice of life thing. Um, and I like a ton of this stuff I completely forget about. And they're perfectly very good shows. It's just that the sheer volume of, anime that you don't have to watch, but if you want to keep up with stuff seasonally, you just forget about it. Um, so like I'd probably have to like really think about what I have watched, um, to make the top 10 list, but um, yeah. Uh, Supernatural and Slice of Life for Summer Pockets. Oh yeah, I was gonna look that up. But there is an anime. Oh, this was a seasonal thing last year. That it had two cores, right? Yeah, I ran for almost the whole year last year. I've watched the first episode. I've watched the first one. Yeah, it's drama and slice of life, at least on Crunchyroll. Um, but the anime, it's something like, "Are you busy at the end of the world? Will you save us?" Something like that. Oh, yeah, it's called World End. What do you do at the end of the world? Are you busy? Will you save us? Um, Either it's based on a game or a game based on an anime. Gotcha. Gotcha. What did it release? I don't know. Crunchyroll got. I'm pretty sure I watched it on Funimation, but Crunchyroll got it in 2022, so around the time they merged. I think for the most part, the stuff that was stuck in Funimation lingo is on Crunchyroll now. Um, but like, this show messed me up. It messed me up for I didn't watch anything at all besides maybe YouTube for like 2 weeks straight. It's just like I avoided anything, watching anything, for a couple weeks after finishing it. It just destroyed me. It wrecked me so hard. Watch the anime. Both are tear jerkers. Gotcha. Yeah, I couldn't watch anime for like 2 weeks after I watched uh World End. Oops. Sorry if that was loud. My favorite anime nowadays is probably Overlord. Like, if you were to just go randomly, like, what's your favorite anime? I'd go Overlord, probably. Um, I like Horimiya a lot. I do like Angel Beats a lot, but I don't know if it's definitely in my top 10, but I don't know if it's in my top 3. Break on mobile so often? I don't know. I don't know. The Twitch mobile app is so frustrating. It's so frustrating. Hi, Pun. Guess what? Chicken butt. Where does that even come from? What is the origins of chicken butt? No, it's not chicken butt. Okay, Reddit, what do you have to say? The top comment. You got it right. If wrong, I throw a brick at you. If you're right, you throw a brick at me. Sometimes refreshing the stream will fix the redeems, other times it breaks even more things, yeah. In the 1960s in the South USA, butchers would yell out prices on the cuts of chicken. Chicken butts was one of them. Chicken butt, 15 cents a cut. Chicken butts are actually shoulders. Chickens are funny. Butts are funny. Chicken butts are incalculably funny. What's up? Chicken butt. But why? Chicken thigh. I've never heard the chicken thigh part. Um, okay, the AI overview says, which, could be completely wrong. How are you, Pawn? So what is it? It's not chicken butt? Or did I get it right? I'm confused. Sorry. You exploded. So does that mean I got it right? But you said no. Anyway, I don't have an exploding brick. Good. Throwing a brick at me. Okay. So it was chicken butt. Hi, CJ. We're talking about chicken butts. I'm good. I'm doing good. I spent like 3 hours last night assessing the damage of water seeping in through my window. Um, the, the worst of it was some soggy books. Um, and my Totodile got a wet foot. His foot got wet. Um, and some of my Digimon cards got a little wet. Um, Not like crazy um, soaked or anything. Uh, all of my Digimon cards were in the just sitting in the booster boxes in stacks of two. Um, so at worst, like the bottom, like three, four, five, six cards in a stack on the left, because the way the water was dripping, the water collected on top of my bookshelf, because the my dad moved the sprinklers for this summer. Thank you for the 90 stream streak, CJ. Thank you. Yes, it could have been a lot worse. So much worse. Um, the sprinkler, my dad moved it, so it was spraying directly onto the brick wall on the back of the house, and it seeped in the gap between the top of the foundation, like the cement foundation that the wood frame is sitting on. Okay, so it seeped in through there and was dripping down the top of my windowsill. Uh, but I had previously put an old pillow in my windowsill as temporary, quote unquote, curtains. So this pillow absorbed a ton of the water and kind of saved everything like 5 inches to the right of the pillow. So my magic cards are safe. Um, so that my Digimon cards, which were on a lower cubby on my bookshelf, got dripped on as the water overflowed the front of the bookshelf and dripped down um, onto the booster boxes, the 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 booster boxes that they were sitting in. So uh, they're okay. Uh, the worst of the cards were cards I don't really care about, or have convinced myself I don't care about. I was worried that so I had a couple decks in some cardboard boxes or paper boxes, like some of the Planeswalker cardboard boxes, the planes that came with the Planeswalker decks that Magic did a number of years ago. I had two decks in those. Those are all sleeved cards, so they're okay. Um, uh, Everything on top of the shelf was in sleeves, and then I had two card boxes with a lot of my magic cards in it on top of my bookshelf. Uh, the pillow literally saved those cards. If the pillow was not there, they probably would have been gone. They would have been soaked. Um, the pillow saved them. So the worst of the cards were a little damp Digimon cards, and it ruined some of my Weird and Wild creature cards that I bought on eBay for like $10 on a whim, like a nostalgia bender a couple of years ago. So, uh, nothing of like great value was lost. Um, the worst of it was some soggy books that are sitting on my floor that I had my fan blowing on since I got home today. Um, so it could have been a lot worse. It could have been a ton worse if that pillow wasn't there. Thankfully, it was there and soaked up a lot of that water. Yeah. But I don't want to throw a brick at you, Pond. That would hurt. That would hurt. I want to do that. That's mean. I don't have the muscle for that. I'm made of cotton and polyester. Probably mostly cotton, maybe some wool. I don't know. Um, but yeah, there's a couple things that if they got damaged or ruined, I probably would have at least slapped my dad on the top of the head with like a book. or something. So, um, yeah, it's okay. Everything, stuff is okay. It just took me like 3 hours to like after 11 to like clean up and then put everything back. So yeah, you feel like you almost got trench foot at work. You poured so much day. Oh no. Yeah. So the only cards I like had to throw out were these big Nemesis Magic the Gathering cards that came with that Duskborn Commander deck I got from Sam's Club for like $30 last year that we opened on stream. I had to throw those out. Those got very wet. And the Weird Wild Creature cards, and I had the tiny dual decks that the world's smallest did of Magic cards. But yeah, so but those aren't quote unquote real cards. So we're okay. Everything's okay. There we go. Please go follow Pon if you're not already. Pon is very sweet. She's a fellow bear. Pon does a lot of RuneScape streams. Excuse me. Pon's been playing a lot of Forza Horizon 6. It is her driving is very entertaining to watch. She spent like 20 minutes doing donuts in the middle of the woods, knocking down trees, because there's apparently like such thing as like a bonus point song. When it comes on, you do like a bunch of tricks and you get more XP. So she did like donuts to knock down a bunch of trees. It was just like constant noise of it's great. Pon's great. Please give Pon lots of love. Pon's also very funny. Pon's laugh is very cute. Pon has very cute giggles. Top 5 giggles. Top 5. Up there with Sucrose's giggles, for sure. Super cute. Do you have to wear bread bags over your socks in this next few days? Oof. Gunther wants a good boy. Okay. Hi, Moonlight. I'm doing all right. I'm doing okay. I had to end stream early because my dad moved the sprinklers this summer, and one of them was spraying the wall, and water was seeping in through my window, so I had to clean up. I had to end stream early and save my magic cards in my books and things, and yeah. I can do some makeup brushes for you after I get Gunther his good boy. If you're still conscious, then, Esther. Okay. There. Thank you for being here. You're a very, very good boy. You worked very, very hard this week. You're a very, Good boy, Gunther. Good boy. You're a very, very good boy. Yes, you are. Such a good boy. Look at you, such a good boy. Yes, you are. Yes, you are such a good boy. Good boy, Gunther. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. You're a very, very good boy. Such a good boy. Yes, you are. Yes, you are such a good boy. Good boy, Gunther. Good boy. Oh, look at you, such a good boy. Yes, you are. Yes, you are such a good boy. Good boy, Gunther. Good boy. Very, very good boy. 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 Good boy, Gunther. Good boy. Here you go, Gunther. Hope that was okay for you, sweetheart. Thank you for the redeem, dear. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Ooh, sorry if that was loud. Okay. Give me a moment to take the mic cover off real quick, and then we'll do some brushies with these with the makeup brushes. I will be right back. Okay, so there just might be a bit more background noise. You could probably hear the AC better. And my PC fans. All right. That sound reminds me of the rattlesnake magnets. They're magnetized rocks or whatever that you hold in your hand with like a finger between them, and then you throw them in the air, and then they clack together, and they make this sound. Sounds like a rattlesnake, kind of. I always saw them at the trading post at scout camp when I was a Cub Scout. That, and they had those hats and things. One year I got a slingshot. This little wood carved slingshot with the head of a bison carved on it. And a lot of rabbit skins, rabbit pelts. I have 2 that I got from trading posts at Scout Camp over the years. They're very soft. Rabbits are very soft. And I got my first pocket knife. That was my own pocket knife at Cub Scouts, Cub Scout camp, or whatever it was called, just Scout camp. And I think one year I got the rattlesnake rocks. It was either that or is some reward for like some thing, a fundraiser at school, where they have you like go door to door in your neighborhood to get your neighbors to buy like sausage sticks or whatever. And depending on how much you sell, you get rewards. And like the highest one was always like a cruise or something. I don't remember. But they were like really cool prizes, like flying like a remote controlled helicopter thing, or monster truck. And like the basic one was always like a sticky hand or something. I always got like the very basic reward, um, because my grandma would buy stuff. So one year the like the lowest reward you got was like this sticky egg thing. Like it was shaped like an egg. It was like a sticky stress ball thing full of liquid with a little bouncy ball to look like an egg yolk in it. And you throw it against the wall and it sticks or whatever. I had that forever. And then it ripped, and then the whatever was in it leaked everywhere. So I threw it out. Um, I think one year the highest reward was like 3 webkins. And not like the regularly sized webkins, they were the smaller webkins plushies. But yeah, so I don't know. It was weird they ever did that. Really weird. Hi, Diamond. Good to get you. You're a good boy after these brushies. Like, is it to raise funds for the school, or like I don't know. Like, does this school get like a cut of the proceeds for the like the stuff in the catalog? Do they still do this stuff? I don't know if they do that anymore. I don't have any siblings in elementary, so I don't know. Um, but it's just really odd. Like, is that not like child labor? I don't know. Because they would do like this an assembly every year or whatever in elementary, and I'd be like, get you excited. Like, here's all these cool prizes. You can get a robot dinosaur, and remote controlled helicopter, and sticky hands, and yo-yos and stuff if you sell a bunch of meat sticks and flour or whatever. I don't know. um and then they would give you the flyer like, oh, I want that, but you got to sell like a bajillion things just to get the like a $5 toy. Such a weird time. Such a weird time. Like, I felt like we had a ton of assemblies in elementary, and then in junior high and high school we hardly ever had any. And if we did, it was like the beginning of the year or like the end of the year kind of deal. Maybe those are just the ones I remember. Probably there was probably a bunch, but they didn't happen very often. So it's like, oh, assembly. We don't you get a break from class for like 20 minutes. Yippee! It was more than 20 minutes, but like they were more fun in junior high and elementary, where you got like um authors or whatever. They were doing like school tours. Um, like the author of the 11 Thumps books came to our elementary, and there was, I think Jeff Kenny might have done an assembly, or some other cartoonist in junior high. But yeah, it was Obert Sky, the author of the Pillage books and 11 Thumps. I believe that's the same guy, same author. And I think in elementary we had Ronald McDonald come, and they did an assembly and did like jokes or something. Or it's just some guy. I don't remember. I don't remember. But like in like first and second grade, like an assembly was like one of the few times you saw like an actual like sixth grader. And you're like, wow, those are big. They're so big, because you're like a little 6-year old, um, like a foot tall. And then sixth grade, I remember thinking that, wow, the sixth graders look so grown up, and now they're like, those are babies. in the in elementary, they lined us up by grade. So like first graders sat in the front and sixth graders were in the back, which I guess makes sense because they're the biggest. So that makes sense. You saw the Backrooms movie today? Nice. I'm glad you liked it. I liked it a lot. I think it's pretty darn good. I think I like uh, The Oldest View more, just as like a complete package. Um, I really like The Oldest View, and what he says with it. I think it's so good. It's like you could only have something like The Oldest View on the internet. Only the internet could have birthed the Oldest View video series. I just like it a lot. But the movie's very good. I really like the movie. Excuse me. Sorry. Goodness. I'm very curious to see what happens next. What he's going to make now that he does. Yeah, that he's done with the movie. Um, but yeah, just camping at a shop. Yeah, I rewatched The Oldest View on Wednesday with my partner because they had never seen it before. That was a good time. Like I will like at least once a month. I will go back and like just binge it and Wendigoon's video on it and stuff. Like at least once a month. Or somewhere the rolling giant couldn't get you. That's the thing. He can get you anywhere. He can just teleport. Because there's that scene after Wyatt uh, encounters the giant for the first time. He's like, oh, I don't like that thing. And then the lights in the main atrium turn on and the music comes back. And then he goes back to the stairs to climb out, and they've caved in. And then he leaves, and then goes down another hallway, and then comes back to the main atrium at the AMC escalator, and it's standing across the bottom, the just staring across the atrium at him. And he's like, what? Because like he passes the studio where he was, and then Wyatt does a double take, and he's like, what? It's called what? He's like, well, okay, there's somebody here. I just need to talk to them, right? And then the giant is across the atrium by the AMC escalators, and then Wyatt does the takes the path by um the railing to go just look at it, and it's just gone. So the giant doesn't even need to roll around. It can just poof. If you find a way to make him stop rolling, you just knock him over. Just knock him over. And for a while I had convinced myself that the giant was just trying to help Wyatt find the exit. Because there's a read of the Oldest View where you can kind of see it. Where it like chases him to the escalator, and then when he gets to the top of the escalator, or like halfway up the escalator, it stops and then slowly turns and then rolls off. So there's like a reading that like, hey, you need to go over there to get out. And then Wyatt runs back down to try and look at another exit to the building that is, of course, buried in uh, bedrock. um, but like the reading that the giant is just trying to help Wyatt is not. It's not. It doesn't really make sense. It doesn't make sense. Yeah, and the bodies and like when Wyatt is clambering across the ledge to get to the stairs, the bodies are still there. Like they reappear. Like you can see the uh, brown blob of the horse laying on the ground. Like they reappear, um, which is very interesting and scary. Um, but yeah, I'm very curious to see if we get more stuff related to the oldest view. I'm very curious to see if we get more. And the end shot of dispersal with the like fisheye lens and then the rolling of the cart sound on the road. Um, I used to think that was like the giant is literally out and it's like looking around. And that could be the case. But I think it's um maybe more to symbolize like Wyatt is driving down the road, but the giant, like the memory of the giant or something, is he carries the giant, like the memory of the giant in him, and maybe that's what what the intention is, or the giant literally got out because we see the light expand and illuminate the giant's face. So it is possible the giant's out there somewhere. It's possible. And we do know that Wyatt was having the uh, giant remade, like a physical puppet remade. So either just because he wanted there to be a giant again, or uh, I don't know, because he was in contact with the the artist that made the giant. So because they made the mask, like the cardboard mask for renewal. It was so close to freedom. Yeah. And like the detail of like Wyatt's maps saying SOS and like there not being any map, that either means that he just didn't have any service because he was like, he had to run miles out of like private property to find his car in some random little parking lot on the side of the road, or like he is in a different place. Like he's alive, but like not in his timeline or whatever where he died. Because he did die. But I just really like what sorry. I just really like what Kane says about like memory and forgetting things with that he explores with the oldest view in the Backrooms movie. I think they're a nice they're nice companion pieces to each other. Where the Backrooms is like trying to remember things, and you don't remember everything every time you try to remember something, and like other experiences or even dreams can color or change memories, right? Or the oldest view is like what happens to things that we forget. I just love that. It's so cool, and I think very very profound. So Yeah. And like when Wyatt is descending the stairs and there's those cutouts in the wall that kind of look like doorways, I feel like those used to go to other places, like the door to the mall. Or maybe not. Maybe not. But I don't think they would be there if they didn't mean something or alluded to something. Also, in the Backrooms movie, um, I didn't notice it when watching it, but the music that plays uh, in some of the furniture store sequences, I think at the end, when Mary is like, uh, when the monster is circling, trying to get to Mary around these tables and stuff. I believe the music playing is Muzak from the Oldest View OST. I believe it's the same mall music. At least that's what I've heard in read in YouTube comments, but I haven't rewatched the movie, so I don't know if that's true. But that makes sense. And the end scene when we get all those flashes of stuff, there's a billboard that says something like Rivershon Partners or something. And I was like, oh, I literally pointed at the screen. I was like, oh, Rivershon. I thought that was cool. And the logo's a pine tree or something for. I was like, whoa, whoa. I think it's Rivershon Partners or something. It's not Industries. It's the development company that was building, that bulldozed the house and was going to build the business park or whatever, apartments or whatever it was going to be. But yeah, the soundtrack was really good for the Backrooms movie. And if you haven't listened to the like actual music for the Oldest View, there's some really good tracks in that as well. There's just a track called "The Oldest View," and it's not like scary. It's actually kind of soothing as like bird sounds, and there's a very nice flute section. Um, it sounds like remembering something. It sounds like music that would play while you're like remembering something from your childhood or something. It's really good. Kane's music is so good. It's so good. The Glendale Archives. That sounds familiar. That sounds familiar. I'm not like super into like scary things. I'd rather watch a breakdown of a scary analog thing than watch it. Just because I am a very jumpy person. And like even when I watched The Oldest View for the first time, I had trouble sleeping that night or getting to sleep. Same with the movie. Oh my goodness, the movie. The movie had me thinking about it like all day Saturday. Um like reflecting on it like, oh, I see. And then like being like genuinely paranoid. Like I remember leaving the theater, like getting up and like walking out of the theater into the foyer, and I'm like in my head, I'm like, is this is real, right? This is real. And then we went outside, like left the building to the parking lot, and I'm like, oh, there's wind on my face, and the sun. Like the movie, it like it 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 messed me up for the day and the next couple days, I think, day and a half maybe. But like that experience of like walking out of the theater and like, oh, it's the sun on my face. Oh, that's the one where he's like by himself, right? And he's like staying in his childhood home, and then there's all those like weird creatures trying to get in the building, and he like sets up all these like goofy traps of like a leaky bottle of gasoline and a match on the door. Is that the one that you're talking about? Because he calls those nesters. Yeah. Okay. Gotcha. I feel like the um what happened was that he was taken somewhere else and we're all still there and he's the only one that's missing. I feel like that's what's happening, or he's having like a psychotic break and like he's killing people or something. I don't know. It's the mummy. I'm just not a big horror person. Oh, right. I need to mute the mic for this so you know, guys. Yeah, okay. I'll be right back. Oh, dude, I hate crawl spaces. I hate them so much. I never want to have to go in a crawl space again in my whole life. I don't. I don't. But I've been in a couple nice ones on some like new development houses. They're like, wow, this is nice in here. All plastic is like perfectly cut along the floor, and it's like going up the walls of the crawl space, and like I'm not like crawling through dirt, and there's no it's still feeling the rocks poking me in the belly, but they're not like, you know, the switch outside. No, that's terrible. Oh no. I didn't grow up in a house with one. My first job, I had to go in crawl spaces for my first job I ever had, pretty often, and they were like whole day affairs, and they were not fun. They were not fun. Okay, let's get you a good boy, uh, Diamond, and we'll get Moonlight Haircut Girl. Yeah, there was a new episode of the Glendale Archives this week, wasn't there? I think I started it, and then I didn't finish it. It's the one where he goes to he decides to go to the beach or something. And I haven't finished it. Okay.
on the streams. Very, very good boy, Diamond.
Oh, I see. I see. The movie that messed me up a lot when I was a little kid was Zathura. Zathura was very scary when I was an 8-year-old. 8, 9 years old. I think it released in 2008. Might have been 2005, actually. I don't know. But Zathura messed me up for a while. It was like the alien, the like lizard man alien, like come walking up the stairs, and like you see its eye, and then it, like the pupil focuses or whatever. Like that scene is scary. That scene's scary.
Good boy, Diamond. Good boy. Good boy, good boy, good boy, good boy, good boy. Good. Good boy, Diamond. Good boy. Good boy, good boy, good boy, good boy, good boy. Good boy, Diamond. Good boy. You're a very, good boy, Diamond. Good boy, 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 good boy. Good boy, good boy, good boy, good boy, good boy, good boy, good boy. Good boy, good boy, good boy, good boy. Diamond, thank you for being who you are, doing what you do. I think things are on a better place, in my humble opinion. Anyway, you're a very, very good boy.
Good boy, Diamond. Good boy. You're a very, very good boy. Yes, you are. Yes, you are such a good boy. Oh, look at you, such a good boy. Yes, you are. Yes, you are such a good boy. Good boy, Diamond. Good boy. You're a very, very good boy. Yes, you are. Yes, you are such a good boy. Good boy, Diamond. Good boy. Oh, look at you, such a good boy. Very, very good boy. 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 Good boy, Diamond. Good boy. Thank you, Diamond. Thank you for the redeem, sweetheart. Thank you. Hopefully that was alright for you. Okay, let me drink some water real quick, and we'll get you your good girl Moon Knight. But yeah, if you haven't seen it, Zathura is like sci-fi Jumanji. It's a 2005 film. So I was probably at least like maybe 6 or 7 when I saw it. It stars Josh Hutcherson. That's I knew him from Zathura and Bridge to Terabithia. So in my mind, Josh Hutcherson was like forever like an 8-year-old until I saw him in the Five Nights at Freddy's trailer. I was like, oh, he's old now. He's old now. Which was a strange experience because I was like, oh, no, he's just a kid. Because I only ever seen him as a kid. But yeah, Zathura is like they find a space themed board game in the basement through one of those like rope elevators, and they find it and then they start playing it, and then Jumanji things happen. The house is transported into space and aliens show up and there's a giant evil robot. Excuse me. And the aliens are like lizard men. It's literally the plot of Jumanji, but in space. And robots and aliens instead of jungle animals. Uncanny. I've never seen the thing. And I think I was watching a review of Iron Lung or something after I watched it. And like, if you can handle the body horror of the thing, and they showed the scene of the guy getting his arm chopped off by the monster's teeth that or the rib cage of the guy that turned into like giant teeth and like eat his arm. It's like, oh, okay. Yeah, I could handle Iron Lung. Yeah, I still don't like it. It's not a thing I'm into. For sure. Kill count? I see. Zathura is actually almost as long as the Backrooms movie. It's it's an hour and 42 minutes, and the Backrooms movie is an hour and 47 minutes. Would have been interesting if they were the same runtime. Jon Favreau directed Zathura. Wow, I didn't know that. That's what, 3 years before Iron Man? Interesting. Interesting. Iron Man came out in 2008, right? Okay.
Moonlight. You're a very, very good girl. Moonlight, thank you for lurking and trending. Spending time with us on the streams. Thank you. It's always good to see you, Moonlight. You're a very Moonlight. You're a very, very good girl, 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 good girl. Good girl, Moonlight, good girl. Good. Good. Moonlight, thank you for being where you are and doing what you do. I think it makes all the better place in my humble opinion. Anyway, you're a very, very good girl. Good girl, Moonlight, good girl. Good girl, Moonlight, good girl. You're a very, very good girl. Yes, you are. Yes, you are such a good girl. Good girl, Moonlight, good girl. Oh, look at you, such a good girl. Good girl, Moonlight, good girl. Look at you, such a good girl. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. A very, very good girl. Yes, you are. Yes, you are such a good girl. Good girl, Moonlight, good girl, good girl, good girl, good girl, good girl, good girl, good girl. Good girl, Moonlight, good girl. Good girl, Moonlight, good girl, good girl, good girl, good girl, good girl, good girl, good girl.
Excuse me, sorry, goodness. There you go, Moonlight. Thank you for the redeems here. I hope that was okay for you, sweetheart. Thank you for being patient with me. Thank you, thank you. So, Alien Isolation 2, yeah. I don't know if we'll play it, but maybe one day break out the old harmonica. Wolf 8? What's Wolf 8? I don't know what that is. Is it the studio? Oh, Wolf Among Us 2. Gotcha. Yes, they did announce that. Yeah, but I thought Telltale was like defunct. I was under the impression they were defunct and like they were like um uh that's why they made Dispatch, because they all like got together somewhere else and made that game. But I think I recall now that they went bankrupt in, was it Traveler's Tale? That's the Lego devs. But I think Telltale went bankrupt and then they got bought out by somebody, or they were rescued. I don't remember. Anyway.
Flip, I'm very, very proud of you. You're a very, very sweet bird. You are loved and deserving of love. And I'm very, very proud of you. You worked very, very hard today and this week. You're a very, very sweet bird. And I hope you get some good rest. You're a very, very pretty bird. Pretty bird, Bloop. You're a very, very pretty bird.
There's your praise, Flip. Thank you for the redeem, sweetheart. Thank you. Yeah, apparently Zathura had a budget of 65 million and made 64 million. And it flopped. I didn't know it flopped, but or that it had a budget of 65 million. That's less than the Backroom movie's budget. Which is wild. That movie, like, we were making movies for that much. And some people still are, I guess. But like, I don't know. Like, why are we spending so much to make movies these days? I don't know. Maybe it's inflation, and like that 65 million today would be like 150 million, or almost 100 million. I don't know. It's definitely more in today's money than 65 million. Hi, Sucrose. Hi, Favor. Yeah, I only knew Josh Hutcherson from Zathura and Bridge to Terabithia. And so, like, my whole life, my perception of him was that he's just like a 12-year-old boy or 8 years old or whatever. And then he suddenly reappears in my life in the FNAF trailer. And, like, he's old now. He's old now. But, yeah. I don't know. I haven't watched Zathura in a very long time. A very long time. But I remember watching it for the first time. We were eating Taco Bell. It came out in 2005, so I don't know if we watched it that year. Probably not. It was in theaters. We didn't see it in theaters. It, excuse me. It was probably closer to 2006 to 2008. I remember sitting on the floor, in front of the couch, like leaning on against the front of the couch, with the tray in front of me, and eating churros, and then hiding my face in a pillow because the robot's scary. But how are you, Sucrose? Hope you're doing well. What kind of smooches would you like, Diamond? Breathy smooches, slow smooches, fast smooches, smooches with counting? You do well, alright? That's good, that's good, that's good. You're scary too. Floop, you're not scary. You're too cute to be scary. There we go. Please go follow Sucrose if you're not already. Sucrose is a fellow bear. She's a California grizzly bear in training to be a witch magical girl. Kumajo in training. And yeah, please give her lots of love. She's very, very sweet. She does a lot of variety streams. She's playing Celeste, and she plays Grand Blue, and she's playing through Rabby Ribby. I think that's how you say that. And she does ASMR streams on Sundays, alternating weeks of reading Out the Other Side Picnic and then playing Pokemon Pokopia. But please give her some love. She's very sweet. And if you're going to subscribe to somebody for good emotes, Subscribe to Sucrose. All of her emotes are so good. They're so good. Sucrose and Ardient. If you want good Twitch emotes, subscribe to Ardient and Sucrose. Oh, and if you want to see somebody like vicariously live through somebody who is like very stubborn and good at video games, and like if you want to see like somebody like beat difficult games, watch Sucrose streams. Watch Sucrose streams. She won VTuber Clip of the Year in a smaller indie VTuber award show last year. For getting a collectible in VVVVV, and I clipped it. But she did it. She did it. It was I think it was on or near very close after her debut of her 2.0 model. But yeah, she won an award for best VTuber clip. So, my clipping skills paid off. But she's very good. She's very good at video games. She's also very, very funny. One of the funniest people I know. One of the funniest bears out there. She's so funny. I wish I could be half as funny as Sucrose and Pawn and Orso. They're so funny. They're so funny. Sorry, I think that's voice crack. I think that's a cuticle or something. I'm just catching on the mic cover. Okay. Slow smooches for Diamond? Okay. Gotcha. Yes, Sucrose is very cool. She's also very good at fighting games. She took 4th place in a VTuber Grand Blue tournament last year as well. She placed 4th. She taught me everything I know. Or at least, like, told me what to do. She pointed me down the hallway of knowledge and said, walk that way. I don't know. That doesn't make any sense. I don't know what I'm saying. Anyway, she gave me the shoes that I'm walking down the hallway of Grand Blue. She gave me the sneakers. She gave me the running shoes. I guess. Well, she gave me the walking shoes, and I need to find someone to give me the running shoes. So I can hold the B button and then get like an imprint on my thumb of the B button on the GBA so I can run in Grand Blue. Which way to go? Yeah, it's a good one. Okay. You're funny too, Floop. You're very funny. Okay, sorry. Anyway. Yeah. The place first easily. I believe in Sucrose. Oh, Sucrose. Wait, my voice is cracking. I'm sorry. Sucrose, you said that you need to show me some more Grand Blue stuff. I think I need that stuff. I know you said like you believe I can get to S with what I have. But man, it's rough. I know I can. But yeah, if you ever are able to like put me in the hyperbolic chamber with Sucrose so she can beat me up, to like teach me stuff. I think that would be nice. Because right now I'm in the hyperbolic torture chamber with strangers, and I I don't know what I'm doing. Anyway, I don't know what I'm saying. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm just in there with very buff strangers, and they're just beating me up. I'm kind of like floating in I'm like treading water between A and 3, A2 and A3. But also, like last time I played, I got matched with S rank players a bunch. Um, so like it put me against like a S+5, S+4 or something, Wildness, and I was like, "What are you doing, game?" I did better than I thought I would, but ooh. Oh, and I did take a game or round or whatever. I beat boss Versusia once because I got her in the corner and I just dorm out. I did the bear trap and then the spinny mice just over and over again, and I got her that way. And I was unable to replicate that, but I did get her once. I did it. I did it. At least I beat her at least once. No, I didn't punch her. I threw things at her. I threw mice at her and had her step on bear traps. Repeatedly. That's how I won. But if whenever you're free, Sucrose, let me know when you're able, and then I would greatly appreciate some more pointers. You can throw those too. What is that from? Oh, okay. There's that really cheesy anime where the guy gets reincarnated um by like this vindictive god that like gets energy from suffering. So he reincarnates him in this sci-fi world in like this suffering uh dukedom of this planet because his parents absorbed all this money, and then he becomes he of age, and then they like leave him with generational debt. And he wants to fight in cool giant mech robots, so he asks them to make him one that has like fists that he can launch as rockets, and he does it, and I was like, wait, now I can't hold weapons. I don't know why, but I thought about that. It's really bad. It's not great. It has some interesting jokes and gags, but like not very much. Like it's really not that good. It it takes some turns and not very comfortable ones. I don't remember what it's called. The best part of it is that this vindictive god that like suffering um like he'll check in on the guy that he reincarnated. He's like, okay, how is he suffering? And then he's not. And so he goes to our world to find somebody that's suffering. So he finds somebody who ordered like a coffee or like something like that with whipped cream, and they take off the bubble lid, and all the whipped cream is stuck in the lid. And he's like, oh, suffering. So that part's the best part when he's trying to find suffering. And it's like somebody stubbed their toe or that. And it like, that's the best part of the show. But anyway, it's not very good. I think I finished it. Okay, anyway, I need to get through these redeems. We're already at 2 hours. So unfortunately, I don't think we have any time for more redeems. If anything is redeemed after this right now, I'll just have to refund them. Yeah, it's a good gag of like, oh no, the whipped cream stuck to the lid, and the god that like gets energy from suffering. It's like taking whiffs of suffering from this man who it was unlucky with his whipped cream. It's great. I will do those after I get these redeems done, Floop. Thank you. Okay.
Diamond, I'm very, very proud of you for being close to graduating. You've worked very, very hard, and you deserve it. Make sure to give yourself a little treat to celebrate yourself. You deserve it. You are loved and deserving of love, Diamond. And here's your smooches, Diamond.
Actually, let me drink some water before I do smooches. For 4 gallons. My jug's 1 gallon. I'm not doing that, Floop. I would die. I would literally die if I did that. That would kill me. If I drank 4 gallons of water, I would die. My stomach would burst. Either that or my cells would start dying because they would absorb too much water and then they would pop. So, one or the other.
Alright. What is that wee challenge? Is that a pun? What does that mean? The water is gonna go somewhere. Here's your smooches, Diamond.
Sorry. I had to burp.
Did people die, Floop? Did people die? Oh my goodness. That sounds terrible. Thank you for this butcher name, Tyron. Thank you. I hope those were okay for you. Flip. You're a very good bird. Flip, you've worked very hard this week. And I'm very proud of you. Thank you for lurking and chatting. Spending time with us on the streams. Thank you. You're a very good bird. Good bird, Flip. Good bird. Flip, thank you for being who you are. Doing what you do. I think things are a better place in my humble opinion. Anyway, you're a very good bird.
Good bird, Flip. Good bird. You're a very good bird. Good bird, Flip. Good bird. Good bird. Oh, look at you, such a good bird. Yes, you are. Yes, you are such a good bird. Good bird, Flip. Good bird. Oh, look at you, such a good bird. Such a good bird. Yes, you are. Yes, you are such a good bird. Good bird, Flip. Good bird. 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 A very good bird. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Good bird, Flip. Good bird. 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 There you go, Flip. Thank you for the redeemed sweetheart. Thank you. We'll be getting the raid going here in about 2 minute or two. It looks like pretty much our only option tonight is Kaya. So we'll go say hi to Kaya. It's also I don't think we've raided her. Did we raid Kaya last week? Maybe we did last week. Sorry, my voice is hoarse for some reason. We did all the yapping today. We did. Hi, Bun Bunny. Hi, Sir. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Hope you had a good week. Or at the weekend. You love being rubbed into the cheese grater. I'm not rubbing you into a cheese grater. I don't have a cheese grater. Was like actually an issue. Because the first time me and my mom decided we were going to try to make meatloaf. Because my grandpa, my mom's dad, really liked this meatloaf that my grandma would make. But my grandma would only make it if my grandpa, mixed the meatloaf. So they did meatloaf a lot for birthdays, for my grandpa's birthday specifically, and I think maybe my mom's birthday. Um, so occasionally we haven't made it in a while. It is like a whole day affair, pretty much, and quite messy. It's quite messy. Um, but our recipe, we use 2 pounds of Jimmy Dean sausage and 4 pounds of beef. So it's a lot of meatloaf. It makes 4 loaves of meatloaf, maybe three. It's either 3 or 4 that we are able to fit in the tinfoil loaf pans. Um, whatever they're called. You know what I'm talking about. Those disposable like souffle pans you can get. Not souffle, but like casserole dishes. Like those. Um, but it's like, so it's 2 pounds of Jimmy Dean sausage, 4 pounds of beef, um, and a bunch of shredded carrot and celery, and diced onion, a bunch of smashed saltines, a couple eggs, and like a can of condensed milk and spices. Um, and then I mix it up. Why was I talking about meatloaf? Oh, a cheese grater, because we didn't have, it was like grated carrot or whatever, right? We didn't have, and the grater we have is not great. So my dad, we had either me or my mom were really strong enough to like force the carrot into the grater or whatever to like slice it. So we used my mom's, I think it's broken now, but my mom had this little food processor. So we put that in there, and it like shredded the celery carrot. Um, yeah, that's where the cheese grater comes in. Sorry, I forgot where I was. It happens. You guys are used to it by now. You're used to it by now. Anyway, I love meatloaf. It's really good. It's even better as leftovers, because then you get to you slice it up. We make so much of it because we love it that much. Um, and we would share some with my grandpa when he was uh, still around a couple years ago. We haven't made it in a while, just because beef's expensive. um, but yeah, it's really good. You mix it up and then you distribute it between like 2 or 3 loaf pans, and then on top of it you layer strips of bacon. Oh, it's Friday! Shoot! It's Friday. I need to post those today. Okay, I'll do that after stream. Anyway, let's get the right going here. So, I can go post these, I guess. Um, yeah, no Minari tonight. She streamed like all day yesterday. So, um, we'll go say hi to Kaya. I'll be right back. Okay, sorry about that. I got distracted today. I did lawn work at my grandma's today, and then I got home and the Summer Games Fest started, and Kumi streamed it, uh, and so I was like completely distracted ever since I got home. So thank you, Fiverr. Thank you. Make sure I spell her name right. Excuse me. Sorry. Goodness. Okay. I will see you guys tomorrow for some Monster Hunter Stories 3. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate and love you all very much. Thank you for spending time with me tonight. Thank you. Sorry, burps. Goodness. Um, yeah, so I guess look out for this week's Time by Friday post in like 20 minutes. or so, probably. It's very late, but I will get it out. I will. Um, but please give Kaya lots of love. She's very sweet. She's super cozy. Her streams are very, very cozy. Her model's also very pretty. She has a very nice, cozy voice. But I will see you guys tomorrow for some Monster Hunter Stories 3 and then Handcam ASMR on Sunday. Um, yeah. Good night, guys. I love and appreciate you all very much. Please give Kai Moon some love. Please make sure you eat something if you haven't yet today. Drink some water. Take your meds. Take your vitamins. Brush your teeth. Floss. Mouthwash. Put on some clean, cozy pajamas. And I will see you all tomorrow. I love you all very much. Please have good, sweet dreams. And yeah. Bye bye.